Hi guys, how you doing? It's Stephen from James Glen Car Sales with one of the best driving Porsches that you can buy for under £20,000. It is the Porsche Cayman 987 Gen 1 3.4 manual. This particular car has covered just 30,000 miles with a full and complete service history, and by the time you've reached the end of the video, I'm sure you will wholeheartedly agree it is in absolutely museum grade condition. It is an exceptional example. So let's get a look around. Bought directly from its previous owner through our own in-house car buying service, wewon'tbuyanycar.com. If you have something similar to sell, we would love to hear from you, and you can do that by clicking the link in the description below. As you can see in the background, we generally handle sports and prestige vehicles. This is only some of the stock, the rest of it is in through next door. As we buy the cars direct from the owners, we get the opportunity to drive them, bring them inside, check the paintwork, check the service history, meet the owners, get a wee blether, get a good feel for the car before we decide if the car is something that would fit our stock profile or not. Traditional car dealers generally just buy from auction or through some sort of trade website. Good luck to that. It's not something that we would feel would fit our business model, because it is just far too risky and doesn't give you the opportunity to give the car a good thorough check over before buying the car into stock. So that's where we find all these lovely cars. Now back to this gorgeous little Cayman. Now, if you have looked at a Cayman before, especially now that they're getting on a bit in years, you first of all pay particular attention to the top of the light lenses, where they can all start to go all horrible and opaque. Almost like a frosted glass in a toilet window, and as we can see, they're absolutely crystal clear. Even the enamel on the Porsche badge itself is in great condition, and the bodywork, just overall, the whole car is just exceptional. Looking down towards the lower edge of the front nose cone, if we're going to find any commensurate wear and tear, this is where it's going to present itself. And as we can see, you know, the couple of I always like to find some stone chips so that you guys know that I'm giving a good, honest, thorough description of the car. We've got two little marks here, and that is pretty much it. Even right down at the bottom, you know, there's a few tiny little marks, but we've got the camera about a foot away from the bodywork. Any closer than that, we start to lose focus. But if you were here in person, I don't imagine you're going to be that close to the bodywork with your own eyes. So this should give you a really good, clear, what's the word? A good, clear indication of just what this car is like condition-wise. So looking down the length of the passenger side, there is absolutely nothing to report. No pattern dents, no scratches, no scrapes. 987s, same as the 997, you always look at the wings and the front of the sills for corrosion and just general wear and tear, because there's absolutely nothing protecting the paintwork here from stone chips off of the front wheel, but it's in absolutely spot on condition all the way right round. Front passenger wheel, again free from any damage. The calipers are absolutely immaculate as well, still nice and glossy. The brake discs in the back there are also in excellent condition, and we're on a Sport Contact 7 tyre all the way around. We had to replace all 4 tyres on the car as the originals were all cracked and perished, indicative of a car that's sat about for quite some time, not getting used. The tread was fine, but the rubber itself had certainly passed its best. So looking on the outer rim of the rear wheel, you can see that the wheel's in good condition, well, great condition in fact, and the same applies for the brake caliper and also the brake disc in there behind the wheels. Looking at the back bumper, again we're just looking for excessive road rash, and it's all a little bit right down the bottom there, but that is pretty much all I've got to say there as far as any road rash or any wear and tear is concerned. You can also look at the vent. Again, this little protruding face here on the back quarter, that can sometimes get road rash and start to show corrosion, but that's all nice and clean and tidy as well. Now the interior is as good, if not better, than the exterior. There is absolutely zero wear anywhere on any of the controls, any of the seats, steering wheel, gear shifter, anything at all. It's all absolutely perfect. Entry plates again, great condition. Floor mats, all lovely, lovingly striped up just during the detailing process. Climate control buttons, these are terrible for wearing as they're rubber, but as we can see they're all in excellent condition, as well as the shifter itself and the handbrake lever, good condition. Body colour centre console, that's a nice touch. And we've also got heated seats and the PCM2, which is showing its age now, but it's nice to see that it was optioned with it when it was new. Moving round to the rear of the car, got parking sensors on the back, and with it being the 34S, got the twin exit exhaust pipes. Exhaust pipes themselves are also in good condition as well. Little spoiler, that comes up at 75 miles per hour, or you can press the button on the dash and you can pop it up manually. Very handy when you're cleaning the car. That allows you to get underneath and clean out all that road dirt. Looking down the driver's side, again, same story guys, there's absolutely nothing to report, no pattern dents, no scratches, no scrapes or little chips down the edges of the driver's door. Driver's side rear wheel free from any damage again. Caliper all nice and glossy in the back. Also worth mentioning as well that the postscript is nice and bright white. Excessive heat can sometimes make that go a yellow colour, which shows that the car has been driven rather enthusiastically, but it's all nice and white on these calipers on this car. Looking down the outside of the intakes, again, free from any chips, any rust, corrosion, which we've seen on older Caymans and Boxsters. And looking down from the front to the rear, again just picking up the reflections of the other cars in the showroom and the bodywork, and we can see that it's all absolutely perfect. And we get another closer look at the bumper, and again that's in excellent condition as well. Final wheel, free from any damage again. Brake caliper, again, great shape, and the disc in there as well. All in good condition. Moving on to the inside from the driver's side. So a few little marks just on the plastic entry plate there, which is, if you've sat in one of these, you do sit quite low. It does happen as you get in and out on occasions, but driver's door card up here, free from any shiny marks, and the grab bar where it can sometimes be caught with jewellery, that's all in good condition as well. Pop the front and the trunk, like a wee look in there. So as with this Boxster, the Cayman's really practical. You've got a load area in the rear, and you've also got the luggage net in there as well. So you've got all this area for packing away, great for going touring if you're going away for a few weeks at a time. And in the front, the front, because that's the trunk at the front, is really deep, lots of space in there as well. That's the owner's pack and some invoicing for previous service work. While we're at the front of the car, it is worth mentioning we have replaced all coolant hoses across both radiators, the balance pipes, everything's all been replaced at the front. If you are looking at a Cayman or a Boxer or a 997 of this age and it hasn't been done, you will need to allow circa £1,100 to £1,200 for that work to be carried out. Once one starts to leak, you need to replace them all, because you'll just be chasing your tail doing them one at a time. It's quite a big job. You've got to drop the subframe down and everything to access all the relevant coolant pipes. Get them all done at the one time and then get on with enjoying the car. So current mileage 31,806. Got the aluminium fascia dials. We've got the body colour trim just along the bottom of the dashboard, and as I mentioned earlier, we've got the body colour centre console. Really lifts the interior. Lovely intimate feeling cabin, big taco in the centre, and then we'll get the car started. Like, hear what it sounds like. Flat 6 sounds, as you'd imagine, sounds brilliant. Also got the Porsche script embossed into the headrest. Thought we might have had an Alcantara headline in there, but it's just velour. So we've got the car started and idling there as it should, just a touch under 1000 RPM. It will drop a little bit as the coolant temperature comes up. So it's had a cold engine, so we'll give it a little rev up to 3000. Smooth that out so you can hear it a bit clearer. They do sound absolutely fantastic, and they've that lovely howl as they get beyond the 5000 RPM. Also being a naturally aspirated engine, throttle response is lovely. Really linear power delivery, but these engines do really enjoy being up towards the upper end of the RPM. So there we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Hope you found it useful. As you are looking at a video on YouTube, I'll put a as you're looking at a Cayman on YouTube, I'll put a link to a car review up here that you might find of interest. And also, if you would like to consider subscribing to the channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. That way you'll not miss any more stock updates or any more car reviews. And you can do that by clicking this button down here. There'll be a description, there'll be a link to the description. There'll be a link to the car in the description below. That way you can click through, see all the pictures, and send us an inquiry if we can help at all. My name's Stephen. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.